Constructivism, knowledge construction, concept learning. Lessons objective. First, explain the role of constructivism in facilitating learning. Describe strategies to promote knowledge construction. Describe strategies to facilitate concept learning. So far, we have studied about both the behavioristic and cognitive views of learning. Behaviorism focuses on the external, observable behavior. Learning is explained as a connection between the stimulus and the response. Reinforcement is the key to learning. Behaviorists saw learning as a change in behavior brought about by experience with little acknowledgement to mental or internal aspects of learning. On the other hand, the cognitive view focuses on the internal processes. Learning is an active process. Learners initiate experiences, search for information to solve problems, and reorganize what they already know to come up with new insights. More associated with cognitive psychology than behaviorism, constructivism focuses on knowledge construction, individual constructivism. This is also called cognitive constructivism. It emphasizes individual, internal construction of knowledge. It is largely based on Piaget's theory. Proponents of this type choose child-centered and discovery learning. They believe the learner should be allowed to discover principles through their own exploration rather than direct instruction by the teacher. Second is social constructivism. This view emphasizes that knowledge exists in a social context and is initially shared with others instead of being represented solely in the mind of an individual. It is based on Vygotsky theory. Here, construction of knowledge is shared by two or more people. According to social constructivists, the opportunity to interact and share among learners help to shape and refine their ideas. Knowledge construction becomes social, not individual. Characteristics of constructivism. Whether one takes the individual or social view of constructivism, there are four characteristics that these two views have. According to Egan, these are: learners construct understanding. As discussed earlier, constructivists do not view learners as just empty vessels waiting to be filled up. They see learners as active thinkers who interpret new information based on what they already know. They construct knowledge in a way that makes sense to them. New learning depends on current understanding. This is the second characteristic of constructivism, according to Egan. Background information is very important. It is through the present views or scheme that the learner has that new information will be interpreted. Learning is facilitated by social interaction. Constructivists believed in creating a community of learners within classrooms. Learning communities help learners take responsibility for their own learning. Learners have a lot of opportunities to cooperate and collaborate to solve problems and discover things. Teachers play the role of a facilitator rather than an expert who has all the knowledge. Meaningful learning occurs within authentic learning task. An authentic task is one that involves a learning activity that involves constructing knowledge and understanding that is so akin to the knowledge and understanding needed when applied in the real world. Example: a writing activity where 6 years old prepare a checklist of things they need to do in school is a more authentic activity than for them to be working only on tracing worksheets with dotted lines. Organizing knowledge. Concept. A concept is a way of grouping or categorizing objects or events in our mind. A concept of teach includes a group of tasks such as model, discuss, illustrate, explain, assist, etc. In your life, as a student, you will learn thousands of concepts, some simple ones, others more complicated, that may take you learn them more gradually. The concepts you learn are also revised as you learn more and experience more. Concepts as feature list. Learning a concept involves learning specific features that characterize positive instance of the concept. Included here are defining features and correlational feature. A defining feature is a characteristic present in all its instances. Example: a triangle has 3 sides. Having 3 sides is a defining feature of a triangle. Because all triangles should have 3 sides. If one doesn't, then it is not a triangle. A correlational feature is one that is present in many positive instances, but not essential for concept membership. For example, a mother is loving. Being loving is a feature commonly present in the concept mother, but a mother may not be loving. So, being loving is only a correlational feature, not a defining one. Concepts as prototypes. A prototype is an idea or a visual image of a typical example. It is usually formed based on the positive instances that learners encounter most often. Example: close your eyes now and for a moment think of a cat. Picture in mind that it looks like you probably thought of an image of the common cat we see, rather than some rare breed or species. Once learners have their own concept prototypes, the new examples that they see are checked against this existing prototype. Concepts as exemplars. Exemplars represent a variety of examples. It allows learners to know that an example under a concept may have variability. Example: a learner's concept of vegetable may include a wide variety of different examples like cauliflower, kangkong, cabbage, string beans, squash, corn, potatoes. When he encounters a new type of vegetable like bitsuelas, he would search for the exemplars he knows and looks for one that is most similar, like string beans. Making concept learning effective. As a future teacher, you can help students learn concept by doing the following. Provide a clear definition of the concept. Make definite features very concrete and prominent. Give variety of positive instances. Give negative instances. Cite a best example or a prototype. Provide opportunity for learners to identify positive and negative instances. Ask learners to think of their own example of the concept. Point out how concepts can be related to each other.